Hello there, people. In this video, we're going to talk about Yuta Okkotsu's curse technique, copy. It's the obligatory copying ability that every battle shonen has. Copy gives the user the ability, as the name suggests, to copy others' curse techniques. With the help of the curse Rika, who stockpiles the techniques inside her. The user can take any technique even that it doesn't have physical attributes. They can use it in pretty much the same way as the original does. Another thing is that the technique is not necessarily stolen, it's just copied, unlike other abilities and other shonen. To understand this technique better, we need to first understand who Rika is. She was a former human and Yuta's close friend, and she was very sickly. They met in the hospital and they became really close playmates. Rika liked him so much that he proposed to him. Yuta accepted his proposal, but one afternoon, while they were crossing the street, Rika got run over by a car. Yuta can't accept this apparent death and cursed her into not leaving him and protecting him all the time, giving birth to the obsessed curse Rika that we know today. She was considered a special grade curse, and when Yuta gained full control of her, she is the one that stores all of Yuta's acquired curse techniques. And she has huge amounts of cursed energy as well that he can gain access to increase or further his already immense amounts of cursed energy, making Yuta's overall cursed energy closer to the likes of Sukuna and Gojo. But I'm not saying that they are on par with them. In fact, Yuta even stated that he isn't on par with them, he's far off. But he's definitely over all the students in terms of amounts of cursed energy. There are several things that need to be in place in order for the user to use copy. One is that the cursed Rika needs to be summoned entirely, as she technically was holding the techniques. And in order to acquire a technique, she needs to consume anything that belongs to the target's body. Or better yet, just eat them whole. Although there was a scene in the fight against Druff and the fight against, technically it was Ishigori and Uro, where Yuta beat the cockroach curse phase, so I guess that works too. Let's talk about some of the techniques' downsides. In order to gain access to the techniques, Rika has to be active fully, manifested fully. And there's actually a time limit of 5 minutes. After that, Rika needs a cooldown. What makes this technique so powerful is that the user has access to a variety of techniques, giving versatility when fighting. As far as we know, there are no limits to the number of techniques that it can copy. So there's rarely going to be a time where the user is in a matchup disadvantage. It's going to be a nightmare to prepare against though. Although the user has an array of different techniques, it's not certain that they can use techniques in combination with each other, like how All For One does it in My Hero Academia. But you can say that, spoiler alert, he was using both of the Six Eyes and the Limitless to fight against Sukuna. There's also the 5-minute restriction that it has as well. Rika would have to cool down after that. Yuta is also able to develop a domain with a technique. It's called Mutual Authentic Love. Inside it, he can access all of his techniques in a form of swords that spread throughout the domain. The catch is that he wouldn't be able to tell which is which until he gets a hold of the sword. On top of this, he can imbue any technique in the domain as its short-hit effect. In the fight against Sukuna, he imbued it with a Jacob's ladder that he got from Rorosu, trying to save Megumi. This technique is a Swiss Army knife, both literally and figuratively. The positive definitely outweigh the negatives by a long shot. By a long shot. You rarely can catch this ability lacking, if not never. So my question is this the best rendition of the copy ability in Shonen?